Hey guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim, and I want to thank you guys for clicking on my video and hanging out for a little bit today. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning to the channel, hey, glad to have you back again. Today I'm just going to go through some basic cleaning again. This particular spot that I'm doing right now was not on my list. It wasn't until I opened up the door, or the, what would you call that? Lid, that's it. It wasn't until I opened up the lid of my washer and realized, wow, this needs to be really cleaned out. It wasn't on my list. I literally today was just about cleaning the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom, and just getting some laundry done. But then I opened the lid and I was like, wow, this is kind of disgusting in here. So I'm starting with cleaning off the top, and I'm going to show you in just a moment how dirty it is on the inside. I do not understand how a washer gets this dirty. I really don't. I don't remember ever having to deep clean a washer before, but we're just gonna get it done because, well, it kind of was staring at me every time I would open the lid. But here's gonna be the proof of just how nasty. I mean, you can see even on the side there, like inside on the top. I just got detergent all over the place. I'm kind of messy when it comes to just tossing the detergent in, unless it's the liquid with the little cubby for it. But anyway, we're going to do towels. I was doing a smell test because these have been in there since last night. So I figured I would clean this up, add a few more towels, and we're going to start with the laundry. Okay, so we got the first load of laundry started. Well, actually, it was started yesterday, so we got it restarted with a few additional towels in there. I already did all of the dishes from last night and this morning. I just had a few that I missed somehow. Not surprised. But we're going to finish up here in the kitchen, just get things kind of put away at this point. Everything needs to go back in its place. So we're going to start with the air fryer, try and get that back into the cabinet. I don't know if I think I said it in my last video, but I'm seriously considering just finding a spot on my countertops for the air fryer. I know it's like a big clunky piece of equipment, or appliance, but we use it all the time. Like, I am really surprised at how much we actually do use this thing. So I think it would be better if it's just up on the countertop, so I'm not fighting to try and get it in this cabinet every day, multiple times a day. So we'll see how that works out. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can. Now I'm just going to do a quick wipe down of countertops. I'm actually trying to get rid of these wipes that I have here, but just gonna, any coffee spillage that might be here, and then I'll head over to the countertop right next to the sink and get that all cleared off too, because it's probably got crumbs all over it. These countertops always have crumbs on them. It's those little grooves from the tiles, but Oh well.
Making moves, trying to get away from this life I'm living. Same old things every day, wanna change this feeling. Wasting no more time, don't care about what.
So here's a little tip if you have like a stainless steel or even like this shiny black cooktop. I go through and wipe it down. Right now I'm just using a disinfectant wipe, and I'm just wiping it down real quick, but then I'm coming behind it with a dry paper towel. And I find that if I do this, I get a lot less streaking, especially on like the stainless steel parts. I don't feel like busting out the stainless steel cleaner all the time. I usually actually don't use it on my stove. The only place that I really use the stainless steel cleaner is on my fridge. I just find that it's just easier to wipe this down real quick with either a sponge and or a disinfecting wipe or a Clorox wipe or something like that, because like I said, I'm just trying to do a quick clean here just so I can get my house back in order, and then I can just go enjoy my son's concert tonight. Which the good thing is that knowing that we're not going to be eating dinner here tonight means my kitchen's going to stay cleaner longer, which that's a win-win in my opinion. But so yeah, little tip. Come behind yourself with either, and it doesn't have to be a paper towel. You can do a cloth, just a clean, dry cloth, and that way it'll take any of the streaking from using product. Coming. Can we just leave it right here? Never to touch it again. Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. I don't even know what I want no more, yeah. I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't even know what to do right now, yeah. Now moving over to the kitchen table, and like I said, this is basically just getting everything put back to where it belongs. I did grab some peppers for snacking. The kids, especially as it's getting warmer now, they just like the peppers kind of sliced up and dip it in some dip or hummus or ranch or whatever. So just got to try and find a spot for these somewhere in this refrigerator. I still have not gotten the knack of this refrigerator yet. I don't know what it is with this thing, but I can't seem to get a good system on this thing yet. I'm still working on it. And if I come up with one, I'll let you know. But for some reason, this thing is baffling me. I don't know what it is. But like I said, kind of just getting everything cleared off of the kitchen table. Everything put back to where it belongs or where it should be instead of on the kitchen table. Like I've said before, this is a hot spot. We always have stuff on our kitchen table. I'm going to try and get some of these reusable bags gathered together. We've been trying to do a lot better with that. And I got to admit, sometimes it's not always working. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the store and completely have forgotten my bags. And some of the stores in our area aren't giving bags anymore. Like, you have to pay to get a bag now. So I figure if I pay, or no, if I keep forgetting it, I'll get frustrated enough to the point where I'll kind of remember because I will not pay for a bag. I'm sorry. Not when I have so many bags at home.
Wouldn't change me. You got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright.
Okay, so now that I got a handle on the bag situation, I just did air quotes too. So I did a pun and air quotes all at the same time, completely cheeseballing out. Sorry, but not really. I kind of am a cheeseball, but whatever. We're moving on to the table, and I'm just going to get the mail cleared off at this point. Like I said, always a hot spot. And I am so surprised at how much mail is now for my son. All of the college stuff coming in fast and furious. Like, this is crunch time. We were talking about it a little bit last year, like kind of getting a feel for what he would like to do in college. And the first thing he says to me is, I don't want to graduate college in debt. And I'm like, oof, how am I going to break this one to him, right? I tell him, you know, scholarships. He's a good student. Like, he's a straight A student. My daughter, she's in her final year of nursing school and got a lot of scholarship and grant money. She is going to graduate with some debt. But you know what? She's getting into a good career where that debt is, you know, it'll be easily paid off for her. Does it suck that she's graduating with debt? Absolutely. And it sucks that most of these kids are probably going to graduate with a lot of debt. I mean, imagine that kind of a burden at like 22 years old, graduating already with debt, and you're starting out at the bottom of your career. Like, oof, man. Like, okay, I don't want to get it political here. This is what's been weighing on my mind a lot lately with the college stuff coming in. And you know what? I told him, you don't want to do college. Like, I don't want to push him into college if he's not going to love that. But then we got to do a trade school. Like, the plan B is, let's get into a trade. What kind of trade would you like to do? Because trade school is one. I mean, yeah, you do have to, most trade schools do have a tuition, but trade is a good living. Let's face it. Like, my husband, he did trade work up until, you know, just a few years ago. He was a mechanic. And that stuff now, like, our cars are always worked on and always kept up with maintenance and everything because he's a mechanic. He's no longer in that trade anymore, but still has that knowledge. And that's a thing, you know. Gotta love trade schools.
24/7, yeah, every day. I will come running, babe. Every day. Yeah, every day. Babe. Used to be scared of letting someone get close without the filters, but you see the real me. Since I let you in under my skin, I'm more free than I have ever been.
That was just some heavy conversation there, right? I'm just going to lighten it up here a little bit because honestly, that's what I'm here for. I just want to keep it light and airy, give you guys some motivation. I'm getting some laundry done. Yes, this is the laundry that I had to touch up from yesterday, but oh well, it's getting done today. That's fine. Anybody else, so it leads me to my question of, anybody else find themselves when they fold laundry, putting it in certain order? I divvy it out in piles to whose it is, but then I also have certain ways that I like to stack that pile. I like to have all of the pants on the bottom, then I'll put t-shirts on top of that, and then come in underwear and socks. I don't know why I do this. You know what? I do know why I do this, because I find it easier when my clothes are in a pile like that to go through and just put them away. It's like a quick put away, which that's the part I don't like about laundry. I will wash and fold all day long. I hate putting it away. I hate finding room for it. Maybe because I need to just declutter all of my dresser and closet, and then I'll have room for everything, right? There's a thought. All right, so how many pairs of shoes do you think I collect in this living room? Just all sitting in this living room right here. How many pairs of shoes? Leave the number in the comment section down below. I let you know in about 10-15 seconds. Let's see.
You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.
Okay, so most of the stuff we were able to check off the list. We started some laundry, we cleaned up the kitchen, we're cleaning up the living room. You know what? The bathroom's not getting done, not stressing about it. There's always tomorrow. The one thing that I am so looking forward to is my son's concert. And the surprise is that my husband was able to get off for the concert. He didn't know that at the time, but he was able to switch with someone. So he's going to be there and Nick doesn't know. So that'll be kind of cute when he sees him out there in the audience. This is his last concert of this year. I mean, we'll have more next year, but for this year, this is it. Like, whew, school is almost done. I don't know who's more excited, them or me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that so much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.
We may be forced to cause a scene.